Yankees pay up. Howard Stern.
No more bullshit. This is a Howard 100 News Brief.
I'm Mike Hambrick. Not an avid sports fan, even the king of all media compelled to comment on the A-Rod juicing scandal. It's all about the contract.
Honor the contract, New York Yankees. That's got to be the way it is. I know he's not the hot ball player anymore, and you want to, hey, who wouldn't want to save $61 million? And you knew he was doing juice. Don't act like you didn't. All those years he was hitting home runs. He's like Beetlejuice. He's got these big, giant arms. Where do you think those come from? Exactly. You don't see any human being running around with that.
Sirius XM sports show host and Stern Show guest Mad Dog Russo has a different take on the A-Rod ruling and his poor defense.
He is a desperate man. He's going to take everybody down with him. It's hard to defend A-Rod in any shape, way, or form. He did drugs in 2009. He told everybody, give me a second chance. We did. Then he did drugs in 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013. He put together a lousy defense team, only 4 witnesses. They all stunk. It's hard to defend A-Rod. He got exactly what he deserved. Goodbye and good riddance.
Even Howard can't stand us.
If you have agita, Howard 100 News is behind it.
This is Howard 100 News.
It hardly reaches the level of the Paul is dead, I am the walrus controversy of the 60s, but Eric the actor is nonetheless tiring of the rumor of his premature demise. It's Howard 100 News in depth.
Knock it the fuck off, you immature, sad, pathetic pricks. I am not fucking dead.
He's alive, everyone. He's alive. That's Whack Packer Eric the actor. And a vicious rumor has been going around claiming that Eric has died. This rumor usually comes out about 2 to 3 times a month, but this time it's different. According to the site IMDb, Eric is dead, and he has a message for them and for all you people out there that think this is so funny.
If and when it does happen, and that I do die, I will have somebody contact Julie by texting him or something and letting him know. Then when it comes from him and one of his Howard 100 reports, then it will be 100% accurate. I'm pretty sure the same image for pricks that are reporting that I died are the same dumb fucks wishing me happy birthday every day except for March 11th. Make up your fucking mind, you dumb fucks. Either you're going to kill me off or make me a year older. You can't do both. Just grow the fuck up, you immature dumb fucks.
That is one angry dead guy. Shuli Agar, Howard 100 News.
Another Howard 100 News brief at the top of the hour, or as close as we can get.
Howard 100.
AGT, here come the judges.
No more bullshit. This is a Howard 100 News Brief.
I'm Mike Hambrick. America's Got Talent, the 3rd season with Howard Stern as a judge. How's that working out with the other judges? It's Howard 100 News. You need to know.
Have you annoyed Howard yet?
You know, that's a question for Howard. I think that really is a question for Howard. I don't purposely annoy him. I love Howard. I love working with him.
That's one of the judges from America's Got Talent, Howie Mandel. He was on the red carpet for the first round of auditions in front of the judges that began in Newark, New Jersey. And Howie explained to me why sometimes America's judge and him butt heads.
I respect him like there's not even a word to describe how much respect I have for him. But when it comes to bizarre acts, right, I think sometimes we have a very different philosophy. Right. So if a bizarre act shows up today, I think the annoying will begin.
Here's a woman that I dream about disappointing in the bedroom. AGT judge Mel B. How is it being back with Howard back at the new season? Has he been driving you crazy backstage?
I actually secretly missed him the most.
Did you?
Yeah. Don't tell him that, though.
He was talking about you on the radio the other day. Did you hear about it?
What was he saying?
He was talking about these yacht pictures that came out.
Oh, God.
He was loving it. He was loving them. And I'm sure he hasn't bothered you backstage about that stuff yet?
I think he has, but I just ignore him a lot anyway.
All right, I'm done with you.
Go.
Shuli Agar, Howard 100 News.
Broadcasting deep from the heart of the Howard Stern building, the pulse of the Howard Stern channels. This is Howard 100 News.
What's up with ET TV talk show host Ross Matthews and Whackpacker Eric the actor? They have this thing going on. It's Howard 100 News behind the scenes.
He wants to be a reporter, and I'm, tossing it around. I don't care if he uses me. I love him.
ETV talk show host Ross Matthews is a huge Eric the Actor fan.
Well, when I came on Howard for the very first time, on that day, Eric started following me on Twitter.
And that's when things started to get interesting.
We private message each other back and forth. I'll read you some. When I was nominated for the People's Choice Award, he said, "Hey, Ross, do you need someone to do the People's Choice Award red carpet? I'd really love to do it." And then the next day he said, "I'm serious about what I said."
Ross also says Eric wants to help make peace between Howard Stern and Jay Leno.
I started on Jay. I love Howard and Jay, so we have that in common. So I think he thinks if we sort of put our powers together, we could build a bridge.
He says by talking to Eric, it makes him feel a little closer to Howard. Lisa G., Howard 100 News.
This day in Howard history, February 21st, 1975, 21-year-old Howard Stern went behind the microphone for his first show, the legendary cult hit The King Schmaltz Bagel Hour.
Time for King Schmaltz Bagel Hour.
Howard read various wacky animal-related news stories, talked with his buddies about transcendental meditation, and held a telephone talent contest. Humor, Howard said, makes the world go round. Another Howard 100 News brief at the top of the hour, or as close as we can get.
Howard 100.
David Arquette. He tried to be good.
No more bullshit. This is a Howard 100 News Brief.
I'm Mike Hambrick. Show superfan David Arquette not sure about his performance in studio Monday. It's Howard 100 News behind the scenes.
Do you think you came out of this interview unscathed?
Not necessarily.
Stern Show celebrity superfan David Arquette trying to be on his best behavior Monday morning. But one fan called in and said she liked him better drunk.
To a certain degree, and when I have too much, I become very unfunny.
Stern Show executive producer Gary Delabate.
I think David's interesting no matter what condition he's in.
David mentioned he couldn't attend Howard's birthday bash because his daughter was in a school play. Gary understood.
Even for 2 lines, I've been there. You sit through the fucking chorus, you sit through the fucking orchestra, your kid gets up, goes, and then you're done. But you got to do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
David listened to the birthday bash several times and thought it was amazing, with everyone showing Howard the respect he deserves. Lisa G., Howard 100 News.
New season of Legit premieres this week. Look for Whackpacker Eric the Actor making an appearance on the FXX show. It's Howard 100 News. You need to know.
What was it like working with Jim?
It was, my scene, I should say, actually was not with him. I just interacted with him off camera.
Whackpacker Eric the Actor is excited for the new season of comedian Jim Jeffries' show, Legit. Why is he so excited? Because he's in one of the episodes. And Eric took some time out of his busy schedule to share with all of you when and where you can see the show.
The episode is called The Weekend, and it is episode 10. The season 2 episodes start on Wednesday night of this week, and it's on FXX. So check the listings for the time that it will air in your area. And, of course, given the fact that my episode is number 10, that will be 9 weeks from this Wednesday.
Shuli Agar, Howard 100 News.
Howard 100 News salutes the superfan. That brave soldier of Stern Nation who can withstand the Benji Vortex.
You know what? I'm not going to bore the audience.
JD's ramblings.
I'm not.
And Jason Kaplan's annoying fat guy laugh. We thank you for listening.
With Howard Stern's birthday bash behind us, Whackpacker Bobo has time now to focus on America's Got Talent.
I bring little file cards with me to make little notes. I've done this at the birthday show, too. Marianne couldn't believe it. That I've taken out these little notes because I forget shit, that who was there, who did this, who did that. And this is where I make little notes and I compare. And then when I go home, I watch it. And sometimes I watch it 3 times, the same show, to pull out stuff that I want to talk about.
Another Howard 100 News brief at the top of the hour, or as close as we can get.
Howard 100.
The king of all media invades Europe.
No more bullshit. This is a Howard 100 News Brief.
I'm Mike Hambrick. A Stern fan in Central Europe, Marta Svitek from Slovenia tweeted about Howard's recent appearance on Seinfeld's Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee.
I saw a tweet from, I think it was Jimmy Kimmel. He was like, oh my God, this video. I'm like, oh, okay, let's check it out. Basically trying not to laugh out loud.
According to Marta, here's the key to the king of all media's popularity in Europe.
To Americans, it would seem like, how does somebody in Europe know Howard Stern? You know, like, what the hell? Really, it's like, for anybody that's sort of into this sort of, I guess, shock jock, people are going to like that. And we don't have a lot of people here that do that well on radio or on TV. So sort of like Americans that do that can be quite popular in Europe.
Sifting through the bullshit so you don't have to. This is Howard 100 News.
Love him or hate him, you should read Eric the Actor's recent lengthy blog. Stern staffer and caretaker of the Stern website, Jason Kaplan, says the blog is informational. It's Howard 100 News, behind the scenes.
It was 7-page email. So typed, single-spaced, some paragraphs like went on for a page or half a page. But let me tell you something. I love it. You're right. No other blog in the world looks like Eric the Actor's blog. And we have it exclusively on howardstern.com.
That's producer Jason Kaplan. And Jason's one of the few people on this planet that can say they read the Eric the Actor blog in its entirety. And my question to Jason, after putting yourself through this, what have you learned?
I learned that Eric's very religious. I mean, lots of Bible quotes, like direct Bible quotes, John 3:16. Eric is very angry that Black History Month is in February, the short month. I didn't realize he didn't like Scientology. Look, there's a lot in there.
People, if you like Eric the Actor, go and read it. If you don't like him, read it twice. Shuli Agar, Howard 100 News.
Another Howard 100 News Brief at the top of the hour. As close as we can get.
Howard 100.
Eric the Actor, happy birthday.
No more bullshit. This is a Howard 100 News Brief.
I'm Mike Hambrick. Whackpacker Eric the Actor celebrating his 39th birthday. Nothing but peace and love from Stern staffers for the actor. It's Howard 100 News. You need to know.
Happy birthday, little man. I remember riding with him in a car last year. He was so nice and so meek. Total fuck up on the air.
That's Ronnie the limo driver with some birthday wishes for Eric the Actor. And he's not alone. Here is producer Jason Kaplan.
I like to think that every year with you is a gift for all of us. And if I can make a birthday wish, I will say this every time I do a news story about Eric. Please bring back the Cam Show.
Will Murray.
Eric, I'm really impressed you've lived as long as you had and lived a full life. Well, it's not that full.
half full.
And I think that's being generous, but okay. Half full life, and I'm glad you're still with us, and you still have dreams of opening a mall. Good for you, buddy. Happy birthday.
Producer Steve Brandano.
I think that he's like 39 or something. I think if we make it till next year, the Eric the Midget birthday bash coming 15? Yeah, mark my words.
Dead or alive, we're doing it.
Exactly.
And of course, media producer J.D. Harmeyer.
I know he's one of your favorites. Eric the Midget's birthday. Any wishes, greetings you'd like to give him, go ahead.
Happy birthday. That's it. Thank you. Goodbye.
Shuli Agar, Howard 100 News.
Our news team will kick your news team's ass.
Jason Bateman in studio Tuesday feels close to Howard. He says there's a reason. It's Howard 100 News behind the scenes.
No, January. That's
January 12th?
I'm January 14th. Are you serious? There you go. That's why we get along.
What is it about actor and director Jason Bateman that seems so similar to Howard Stern, down to the OCD?
I'm not a big astrologist, but we're born because we're both Capricorns. We're born close to the same day. I have found that a lot of people that are born around the same time usually get along with one another.
When discussing acting, Jason said he'd have no problem with having to kiss his sister for a role. So what's going through his head when asked about that?
Unfortunately, terrible thoughts. He he painted quite a picture in there.
He says Howard gets you to a lot of different places you wouldn't normally think you were going to go. Lisa G., Howard 100 News.
Robin Quivers, a major presence in the documentary Lunch Hour, dealing with the unhealthy food served to kids at school. Producer-director James Costa on the value of having Robin in his production.
Having Robin involved was, a dream come true because she is so into this issue about healthy eating. Every day we sit there and do nothing, kids get unhealthy meals.
If you do a spot-on impression of any well-known person, you could have a shot at a $5,000 cash prize in the Howard Stern Show's Impressions Contest. For official rules and complete details, visit SiriusXM.com/Howard. Another Howard 100 News brief at the top of the hour, or as close as we can get.
Howard 100.
Wendy the Retard, where are my cats?
No more bullshit. This is a Howard 100 News Brief.
I'm Mike Hambrick. Wendy the Retard distressed. First it was one cat missing. Now comes word the crisis has multiplied. It's Howard 100 News. You need to know.
Other than money, which seems to be a reoccurring problem, how's everything else going?
Not good. I still cannot find my cats, and right now I got 4 cats missing.
That's Whackpacker Wendy the Retard, and she's going through some heartache right now, as all 4 cats of Wendy's are missing. So it's time to get to the bottom of this and get this angel her cats back. Wendy, were they indoor or outdoor cats?
They normally go outside, yeah.
So they haven't been back?
No, my cat's Tigger missing. The 2 Bobs are missing, and now my little nephew cat's missing. Name is Mario.
Do you think they just got a new place and moved there without telling you guys, or?
No, I think somebody probably picked them up or took them to their house, and I haven't seen them since. And I don't know if they got lost or something happened to them. I don't know.
If you want to get in touch with Wendy about her cats, good luck. She says you can hit her up on Facebook, which she doesn't want to give out. Shuli Agar, Howard 100 News.
Listen to Howard 100 News, or you could die.
A new feud exploded between Eric the Actor and Jeff the Drunk. It began with comments from the actor on Lieberman Live. The drunk wasted no time, delivering a blistering reply.
Yeah, hi, John, this is Jeff. I was listening to Lieberman Live, and that fucking midget mentioned my name. Who the fuck does he think he is, talking about me? I'm in his thoughts every fucking day, 24/7. Stop thinking about me, you little fucking pervert.
6 years ago, during the Stern staff dance-off, Howard's moves were, well, let's just say he was no Bruno Mars. Howard 100 News wanted to know if the king of all media has improved his groove. It's Howard 100 News investigates.
That's the way it sounded 6 years ago as Stern staffers were watching Howard Stern and crew trying to dance inside the studio, which also included limo driver Ronnie Mund.
Ronnie looks like an extra in Guys and Dolls.
Flash forward to 2014. Has Howard upped his dancing game? Stern Show producer Will Murray.
He's much better. He does a little more low-key. He's a little more casual with it. That's definitely the way to go. You don't want to get too crazy when you're, a tall, gangly white guy.
Did you see him at the birthday bash? He was dancing a little bit.
He was kind of trying to keep with the beat. I saw improvement. I was impressed.
Lisa G., Howard 100 News.
Another Howard 100 News brief at the top of the hour, or as close as we can get.
Howard 100.
From high atop the Howard Stern building in Midtown Manhattan, no more bullshit. This is a Howard 100 News Brief.
I'm Ralph Howard. Dixie chick Natalie Maines really gives it to Gary in Studio 69. Natalie also entertains Howard Stern. It's Howard 100 News in the Green Room with Lisa G.
Howard 100 News in the Green Room with Lisa G.
How many times have I been on the show now, and I still have yet to ever get a water without having to ask for it?
Singer and Stern Show celebrity superfan Natalie Maines not letting up on Gary Dell'Abate and the job he does as executive producer of The Stern Show.
And I'm listening to people all the time on this show. Parched, they're dying for something to drink. I'm at my house going, give this person some water.
And what about the TV show Gary co-hosts with John Hein on VH1 Classic?
If I were the producer of What It's Worth, I would hire professional in front of the camera people to host it.
And Gary's response?
I'm not looking to be in a feud with Natalie.
As for Howard Stern, Natalie thinks when his deal is over at SiriusXM, he should do an internet podcast. She came in on Tuesday and sang for him.
Will you tonight?
Beautiful.
You know,
Wow. Now that's music.
all right. I love playing for him. He didn't say he wanted to fuck me this time afterwards, which was really kind of upsetting, but I'll think about that later.
Lisa G., Howard 100 News.
There's a terrific picture of Natalie singing on howardstern.com. Howard also has a picture of 4 original MTV VJs. They, too, were in Studio 69, talking about the early days, the subject of a new book.
Just the tip.
What is in the news?
The Howard 100 News Tip Line.
Breaking news.
Call 877-H100-TIP or email howard100news@SiriusXM.com.
Why did a stretch limo burst into flames in San Francisco? The limo carried 9 passengers. Only 4 made it out alive. Among the dead was a 31-year-old bride-to-be. Reporter John Lieberman questioned Ronnie, the limo driver, to get his opinions on what happened.
What I was trying to figure out was, they say the car just stopped in the middle of the bridge and caught on fire. It didn't get hit or anything. I mean, according to the article, I don't know. And the driver gets out unscathed. Now, there's 9 people in the back. 4 of them get out, and 5 of them are trapped in there and burned to death. I just don't understand it. It makes no sense to me, but how 4 get out of the back, how come the other 5 couldn't get out of the back? That's a really good question. And how does the driver get out with nothing happening to him at all? I don't know. It's very, very sad, actually. Very sad. I mean, the girl was going to get married, and she's trying to have a fun party before. And doing the right thing. They're going to drink. They take a limo so they don't have to drive. And look what happens, man. That's pretty upsetting.
Ronnie, the limo driver, on the limo fire in San Francisco. Listen to Jackie's Joke Hunt. Jackie the Joke Man Martling has jokes about farm animals and sex. Jackie is live at 5 on Howard 101. At 7, follow the trail of Riley Martin, the man from another planet. Riley is live at 7 Eastern on Howard 101.
This is Mary J. Blige, and you're listening to Howard 100 News. Is this Howard Stern? Yeah. What's up, Howard? How you doing? I love that movie Private Parts, by the way.
This is a long-running problem. What do you call Eric, a midget or an actor? It gets confusing. It's Howard 100 News Investigates.
Howard 100 News Investigates.
Eric the midget, Eric the actor. Which do we go by? Is he just confusing us all? Do you care?
No, I don't. I'm not going to spend one day. He'll be Eric the actor. He'll be Eric the whatever I want to call him.
You don't take orders from him?
No.
Finally, someone JD can talk shit to. The staff is abuzz as they try to figure out what to call Eric the actor / midget. A few months ago, he called Howard and said he would like to be called Eric the midget for legal reasons, because he planned on suing anyone who called him that. Well, now he's announced that he wants to go back to Eric the actor. So, John Hein, what name will you call him from now on?
Well, I respect Eric's wishes, and if he wants to be known as Eric the Midget, then I will call him Eric the Midget. I don't think I really ever stopped calling him Eric the Midget, to tell you the truth, and I'm glad that he sort of came around on that and accepted his name, and will continue to promote it. So, Eric, you'll always be Eric the Midget to me.
Very sweet, thank you.
Jason Kaplan, what are you going to call him?
I think I'm just calling Eric my sexy little bitch. I like, Eric, when you hear Eric the Midget or Eric the Actor, you kind of get this visual of a giant floating head. But I think if we call him Eric the Sexy Little Bitch, it kind of brings up a nice picture in my head.
And then you'll see a floating head when you meet him face to face.
I love Eric's floating head. I mean, seriously, please bring back that stupid cam show because, I mean, it's the greatest. It's just... It's a visual. I keep hold of it. I took a bunch of screenshots when it was on, and thank God I still have them in my computer. They're in my favorites folder, and I've never seen someone so small whose head took up an entire screen. It's amazing.
Shuli Egar, Howard 100 News.
Go to twitter.com/Stern Show for news from The Stern Show and get updates from Howard 100 News. That's twitter.com/Stern Show. Another Howard 100 News brief at the top of the hour, or as close as we can get.
Howard 100.
From high atop the Howard Stern building in Midtown Manhattan, no more bullshit. This is a Howard 100 News Brief.
I'm Ralph Howard. Eric the Midget has a battle on Twitter. Eric is fighting back. It's Howard 100 News exclusive.
Howard 100 exclusive.
They're accusing you of all kinds of ridiculous things. What are some of the stuff they're accusing you of?
Well, shitting on people's lawns, including staff members, which, I mean, are they just that stupid? Even if that was something I did, but I obviously don't. How am I going to shit on people's lawns that are clear across the country?
Hello. It's common sense. The artist formerly known as Eric the Actor has had enough of assholes on Twitter, and he wants to set the record straight about some crazy allegations that certain individuals are coming up with on Twitter about him. Now, just to clarify, Eric has not shit on anyone's lawn on the West Coast either. Jan, I'm not so sure about. But Eric is also trying to set the record straight about another vicious rumor out there that claims he sued his old high school in order to get ramps put in. Eric, set the record straight.
If you or anyone from your news department took any structural engineer to that school and showed them the ramps, they would tell you flat out that there's no way that those ramps were an afterthought.
Right. And
they were built into the school in 1927 when the school was built.
Oh, and Eric had this message for all of you Twitter clowns.
Just fuck off with the bullshit. I mean, what the hell ever happened to the channel saying when everything started on Sirius? No more bullshit.
It's a good point. You're not to be fucked with.
Right.
Shuli Egar, Howard 100 News.
Shuli provides the laughs. Dr. Harry Fish provides the medical advice. Listen to Dr. Fish at 5 p.m. Eastern today and every Wednesday on Howard 101.
Howard 100 News. Tackling the tough questions other news outlets are too scared to ask.
When you say bad pussy, how do you characterize that?
It smelled like the Hudson River at low tide.
Sal's missing sister. Sal, the stockbroker, believes he has a sister somewhere out there in the world. It's Howard 100 News, Lieberman on the loose.
I want an answer.
Lieberman.
My question, let me finish.
On the loose.
I have my half-brother who lives out in New Jersey. I met him 10 years ago. And then I had another half-brother who unfortunately passed away. I met him at the funeral. And then I believe there's a few others out there.
Sal Governale dropping a bombshell. He believes he has a sister out there that he has never met.
I think in particular a girl. When I was about 12 years old, my Uncle Jimmy was hanging out with me and he got a little drunk. And he reaches into his wallet. He goes, hey, you want to see something? And he pulls out a picture of a girl, probably the same age as me, maybe a year younger, and says, I go, who's that? He goes, that's your sister. And then he just puts it away and put it, which I think was kind of like messed up to do to a young innocent child to mess with his head, but I never forgot it.
And this girl hasn't come forward to try and contact you?
No, I think I know who this girl is. I won't say specifically what had happened, but apparently there was a lady that my dad knew that couldn't get pregnant, and she was married, and somehow she did get pregnant. And I remember my mom coming to the pizza place and like grabbing a meat cleaver and chasing this lady around the table when I was a kid, and then it stopped there. You know, I just have these little memories.
Sal telling us he's at peace with both the siblings he knows about and those he doesn't know about. John Lieberman, Howard 100 News.
Yucko! Will the superfans talk about the Stern staffers tasting their own sperm? The Superfan Roundtable starts at 7 p.m. Eastern on Howard 101.
Broadcasting deep from the heart of the Howard Stern Building, the pulse of the Howard Stern channels. This is Howard 100 News.
Madonna is being honored at the Billboard Music Awards in ABC May 19th. Madonna is named the top touring artist for 2012. Madonna's sold-out run of 88 dates grossed $305 million. And will Madonna ever come on The Stern Show? For pictures and updated news about The Stern Show, go to howardstern.com. Comedy Central Radio comes to SiriusXM on May 20th. Get uncensored stand-up from the massive Comedy Central library. Also, cutting-edge original content. For traffic and weather for Orlando, Boston, Phoenix, and other major cities, go to SiriusXM channels 132 to 140. Another Howard 100 News Brief at the top of the hour, or as close as we can get.
Howard 100.
From high atop the Howard Stern Building in Midtown Manhattan, no more bullshit. This is a Howard 100 News Brief.
I'm Ralph Howard. This has gone on too long. Should we call him Eric the Midget or Eric the Actor? It's Howard 100 News Investigates.
Howard 100 News Investigates.
Well, it was mainly because online there were some people saying that they were selling T-shirts and other items with the ETM and Eric the Midget on the items.
He was Eric the Midget, then he became Eric the Actor. Then he went back to the Midget name, and now he wants to be known as the artist formerly known as Eric the Actor. Why is he doing all this? Well, turns out Eric's doing it to throw off certain people's plans out there who are making shirts and selling them with his name on it. Right, Eric?
Exactly.
That's some smart thinking. So now they're stuck with a bunch of Eric the Midget shirts and everybody knows him as Eric the Actor.
Right.
Who's going to buy an Eric the Midget shirt now? He'll look like an idiot.
The new thing to call me is the actor formerly known as Eric the Midget.
When are you just going to be a symbol like Prince? When is that coming?
I highly doubt that will come.
Whatever makes you happy, just do that, you know?
Right.
You know what? Even he could tell I was texting during that motivational speech. Sorry, buddy. Shuli Agar, Howard 100 News.
Shuli returns with Dr. Harry Fish. Dr. Fish advises you on sex and relationships. Listen at 5 p.m. Eastern on Howard 101.
Happily taking backhanded compliments from the king of all media.
I'm not choked up with the news department either, but they're doing their job.
This is Howard 100 News.
The subject is fat and perception. Comedian and author Mary Domino was on Lieberman Live at 5, talking about her new book, Scared Skinny. Mary says fat should never be a dirty word.
Yes, this book, Scared Skinny No More, it's really about how our culture has established thinness as the standard for health and beauty and even morality. You know, you're criticizing, you're not looked, upon as being a good person if you're a little overweight. You know, for example, like weight bias, it's everywhere, John. Like Kim Kardashian, the woman's pregnant, right? And you see her plastered all over tabloids with like a picture of Shamu. You know, would you ever see a male counterpart like, I don't know, John Travolta or Joey Boots, up in a tabloid and then, with like Sasquatch next to him? No, it would just be Kim Kardashian or Hillary Puff, when she was pregnant. He Hillary Puff.
Is the message for women to embrace their bodies no matter what they look like?
You know, the message is being healthy. And there is no exact poundage, or there's no exact ideal weight or ideal body type. It's really about being as healthy as you can be.
Comedian Mary Domino, author of Scared Skinny. The Office goes into overtime. NBC is extending the finale of The Office by 15 minutes, or a total of 75 minutes. The Office closes May 16th after 9 years. Soon, you can get uncensored stand-up from the Comedy Central Library. Comedy Central Radio comes to SiriusXM on May 20th.
Health news.
Gary has been battling toe fungus.
Retard news.
I'm going nuts, baby!
Midget news. Howard 100 News. All Stern News.
What's going on, Howard?
All the time.
Go to twitter.com/Stern Show for news from The Stern Show and updates from Howard 100 News. That's twitter.com/Stern Show. And get hundreds of SiriusXM shows, thousands of hours of comedy, sports, music, and Howard Stern. Go to SiriusXM.com/on-demand. For traffic and weather for Boston, Chicago, Los Angeles, and other major cities, go to SiriusXM channels 132 to 140. Another Howard 100 News Brief at the top of the hour, or as close as we can get.
Howard 100.
From high atop the Howard Stern building in Midtown Manhattan, no more bullshit. This is a Howard 100 News Brief.
I'm Steve Warren. Some former fans of Eric the Actor are upset with some of Eric's past transgressions regarding lying about things. He thinks he's fighting back. We'll see.
Howard 100 News you need to know.
Well, what it is the fact that I feel that the fans are way too brainwashed.
That's whackpacker Eric the Actor. And surprise, he's upset with people on Twitter. He's so upset he called me and demanded we do an interview because he'd like to give the so-called fans a piece of his mind. So Eric, state your beef, sir.
To me, they cannot distinguish the truth from bullshit. Because whatever I say on air or online on Twitter gets thought as bullshit by the fan. I have no fucking reason to bullshit about my life prior to being a part of the show. Whatever I have said about my life, either school or whatever, playing wheelchair sports, all that stuff, none of it is fucking bullshit.
Apparently some people are claiming that Eric is lying about his past, and that he will not stand for.
I'm getting fucking sick and tired of being called a liar on Twitter, having fuckheads make up Eric the Liar Twitter accounts to harass me. Nothing I have said about myself is a lie at all. Enough is enough with that shit. You remember the 1980s/90s movie trilogy,
Sure.
Back to the Future?
Sure.
Well, his hot button word was being called chicken.
That's right.
Mine is being called a liar.
I'm sure that won't come back to haunt you. Shuli Agar, Howard 100 News.
At 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific, it's the Howard 100 News Week in Review on Howard 101. And for updates on The Stern Show and news from Howard 100 News, go to twitter.com/Stern Show.
Health news.
Gary has been battling toe fungus.
Retard news.
I'm going nuts, baby!
Midget news. Howard 100 News. All Stern News.
What's going on, Howard?
All the time.
There are some new words we'll be dealing with in the English language. Oxford Dictionaries Online has added twerking, the ass-shaking dance move that had everyone talking about Miley Cyrus after the Video Music Awards. The word has been around for about 20 years, but a spokesperson told the BBC that by last year it had been added to their new words watch list. Even Scott the Engineer was caught twerking on the Stern Show Instagram account. Perhaps someday we'll host a Stern Show twerk-off contest.
Stalking Bigfoot in the wilds of Vermont, badgering celebrities on red carpets across the nation, and pushing Stern staffers' buttons. Howard 100 News will drive you nuts.
Today at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific, it's Abe Cannon on Howard 101. When you see Stern News, we want to know about it. Call our tip line, 877-H100-TIP-TIP. Or email howard100news at SiriusXM.com. Another Howard 100 News Brief at the top of the hour, or as close as we can get.
Howard 100.
From high atop the Howard Stern Building in Midtown Manhattan, no more bullshit. This is a Howard 100 News Brief.
I'm Mike Hambrick. John Lieberman goes embedded with Wendy. The show that has just premiered on Howard TV is getting rave reviews. In the show, revelations about who Wendy likes and doesn't like.
What are your favorite parts of the show?
Where Richard and Sal does funny jokes or whatever.
You like those, the prank phone calls? And which parts don't you like as much?
I don't like, what's his name?
JD?
No, the guy in the limousine.
Oh,
Ronnie.
You don't like Ronnie. Why don't you like Ronnie?
Because he gives Howard, bull crap problem.
Catch Lieberman live at 5, Mondays at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 Pacific on Howard 101.
Hi, this is Marion from Brooklyn. All I need is Howard in my life, and you're listening to Howard 100 News. Love you, Howard.
Discord in the world of Whackpacker Eric the actor. Eric unable to contact manager Johnny Fratto. When once again reminded of the new contact procedure, Eric became unhinged. It's Howard 100 News in depth.
Well, it's just that it's been, I think, pretty much 6 days since I last heard from him, and he has not returned the call, or he says in a text 5 minutes, and then 5 minutes come and go big time, and still don't hear from him.
That's Whackpacker Eric the actor, and he's put out an APB for one Johnny Fratto, who happens to be Eric's manager/agent. Eric's been trying to reach Johnny for over a week now, and with no luck. Now, Eric was told weeks ago that Whackpacker High Register Sean will be acting as Johnny's assistant, and that all communication must go through the stuttering, high-pitched Shawnee. Well, apparently Eric didn't get that memo, or just wasn't fond of it. You see, Eric has dreams, just like all of us. In fact, some of his dreams have Johnny Fratto in them. No, it's not that kind of dream, you pervs.
I have a manager/agent that would stop being self-centered and start doing things for me like he's supposed to.
For his client.
Right.
So now, with all this going on and Johnny still not returning your calls, why not try? All I'm saying is just try and go through High Register Sean just once and see if there's a difference. And maybe you don't even have to deal with Johnny anymore. You don't have to get upset and stressed out, and you can just go right through Shawnee. What do you think?
No, thank you.
You don't even want to try it, huh?
Nope.
All right. Wait till Eric hears Johnny just got him a gig in Syria as a mortar shell. Shuli Agar, Howard 100 News.
Tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific, it's the AGT All Access Show with John Hine and High Pitch Mike on Howard 101.
Howard 100 News, raising the king of all media's blood pressure.
I listen to that Howard 100 News and I get worked up.
SiriusXM and Howard 101 want to give you and a guest a chance to attend the very first invitational-only Howard Stern Fan Forum. It's an event where you do the interview. The date is September 11th at the SiriusXM studios in New York. The To qualify, submit your most creative questions for George Takei about his career and life. Open only to active SiriusXM subscribers that have been paid for or introductory trial subscribers since before August 12, 2013. For official rules and to enter, go to SiriusXM.com/George Takei. Do it by September 5th at noon Eastern. No purchase necessary.
Mitch, please. This is Howard 100 News.
This day in Howard history. On this date in 2001, Hank the Dwarf passed away. He was 39. In 1998, Howard Stern masterminded a write-in campaign to name Hank People.com's most beautiful person of the year. Hank loyalists crashed the People server more than once as they cast their votes. Hank won by a landslide. Howard Stern talked about Hank's passing.
Yesterday afternoon. This is really sad. Get ready.
All right.
A friend of the show died. A good friend of the show. Hank the Angry Drunken Dwarf.
Stop it.
Died.
Wow. Get out of here. You're lying. Is it April?
I'm lying. No, I'm not lying. No, I'm not. I wish I was.
Tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific, it's Dealing Straight on Howard 101. Another Howard 100 News brief at the top of the hour, or as close as we can get.
Howard 100.
From high atop the Howard Stern building in Midtown Manhattan, no more bullshit. This is a Howard 100 News Brief.
I'm Mike Hambrick. The king of all media, Howard Stern, upset with the AGT lineup of contestants last night and let America know about it.
Howard 100 News, behind the scenes.
This means that America got something wrong. Both of these acts should be going through into the final six. So that means someone's going home, and that ain't right.
The king of all judges, Howard Stern, upset that two of his favorite acts, the comedic acrobats, the Kristoff brothers, and comedian Taylor Williamson, were up against one another.
That is just not right.
But America voted and put Taylor Williamson through. He had this message for his fans.
I just want to say, any kids out there who get bullied for being weird or awkward or dorky, I was like you and I still am like you, and being different is cool.
Howard showing support to the contestants.
Those guys were phenomenal. I never could have predicted this. This is an amazing night. This is why this show is so crazy tonight.
The winner of this season's America's Got Talent gets crowned next week. Lisa G., Howard 100 News.
Join Abe Cannon and the boys live from Chicago, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. That's on Howard 101.
From the broadcast center of the Howard Stern building, the News Watch never stops at Howard 100 News.
This pressing issue of the day, Eric the actor goes public on why he's wearing no shoes in Twitter pics. It's Howard 100 News. You need to know.
Hey, Shirley, this is Eric. I'm leaving you this voicemail to kindly explain the fact that I've gone out in public without shoes, with just socks on, either a black pair of socks or white pair.
It's a busy day here at Howard 100 News. Lots of big stories to report on, and none bigger than Eric the actor responding to fans on Twitter as to why in photos of him in public he's not wearing shoes. Now let's keep in mind, Eric is in a wheelchair, he's also a lifetime member of the Whack Pack, and he's not a fan of people asking him about wearing shoes. So Eric, the floor is yours.
The reason why is because on my left foot, the big toe has been slowly curving out the bone of it, which when I have a pair of shoes on, that bone rubs up against the inside of the shoe, and it hurts like hell, making it unfucking comfortable to put a fucking pair of shoes on my feet. And anyway, why the fuck does it really matter? I'm in a wheelchair. I'm not putting my fucking feet on a fucking disgusting ass ground like everybody else. So it shouldn't really fucking matter if I have shoes on my feet or not. And I don't really have smelly feet because my feet don't sweat bad. So it's not like people are smelling my unshoed feet. So get over it, people. That's how I go out in public now lately. You have a problem with it? Go fuck yourself.
Unshoed feet. I love it. Shuli Agar, Howard 100 News.
Be sure and catch Dr. Fish and Shuli on Wednesdays at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 Pacific on Howard 101.
The only news team that employs rappers, comedians, and cookie book authors.
Look what goes on here. This is everything I imagine would happen when I made a news department.
This is Howard 100 News.
Stern shows celebrity guest Eddie Van Halen among the men contributing the most valuable words of wisdom they've ever received to Esquire's amazing portrait of the American man in 2013. Eddie says the best advice he's ever received came from his father, who said if you make a mistake on stage, don't